y equals to 4x, y equals to x squared minus 12. A solution to the given system of equation is x comma y, where x is greater than 0. What is the value of x? All right, so how do we solve this question? Looking at this, we have y is equal to 4x, and also we have y is equals to x squared minus 12. Looking at these two equations, the the first one says y is equals to 4x. Second one also says y is equals to 4x. Then it's safe to say that I can equate them together to have that 4x is equal to x squared minus 12. Then I can rearrange the equation now. Let me rearrange the equation. So by the time I rearrange the equation, I'm going to have that x squared minus 4x minus 12 is equal to 0. Yes, because I'm going to have to transfer this to the other side. So let me show you that somewhere here. It's going to be 0 is equal to x squared. Since I'm taking 4x to the other side, it becomes minus 4x. Then I have minus 12 already. So more like I just took the 0 to the other side. That's why I have x squared minus 4x minus 12 is equal to 0. So this right here is called a quadratic equation. This is a quadratic equation because the highest power of the unknown is 2, which is what I have here. And when we have quadratic equations, we can solve using factorization method, using factorization, completing the square, the general formula, or graphical method. Yeah, those are the four methods of solving quadratic equation. But in this case, I'm going to be using the factorization method. So this is going to be like using factorization method. So how do I use factorization method? So to use factorization method, um, looking at what we have here, I have x squared minus 4x minus 12 is equals to 0. I'm going to multiply the first and the last term, multiply them together. This is going to give me negative 12x squared. Negative 12x squared after multiplying. So I'm going to look for the factors of negative 12x squared such that their sum must give me negative 4x and the product would give me negative 12x squared. And in this case, it is going to be negative 6x multiplying 2x would obviously give me minus 12x squared, and negative 6x plus 2x will give me negative 4x. So I'm going to look for two numbers which happens to be the factors of negative 12x squared such that their sum would give me negative 4x and their product must give me this. So going back to my solution, I'm going to have that x squared. So instead of writing minus 4x, now I'm going to replace it with what I have here, which would be x squared minus 6x plus 2x minus 12 is equals to 0. So the next thing is I'm going to group. I'm going to group. So when you're grouping, I group the first two and the last two. So after grouping the first two and the last two, then we're going to look at this one. What's common to x squared and 6x? I realize that x is common. Then I bring out x minus 6. Then what's also common to this? I have plus 2. Then I also bring out x minus 6 equals to 0. Realize that what I have in this bracket and this bracket, they're actually the same thing. So let's bring out one of them, x minus 6, and I also bring out x plus 2 equals to 0. Anytime the product of two things is actually equal to 0, it could mean that the first one is equal to 0 or the second is equal to 0. So with this, I have x is equal to 0 plus 6 or x is equals to 0 minus 2. So x will be equals to positive 6 or negative 2. Now let's go back to the question. The question states that where x is greater than 0, x greater than 0 means we're going to be considering the positive part of x. So since the question already said where x is greater than 0, it means that finally, so therefore, my x value is going to be equal to what? 6, because this negative would not be considered in this solution. So with this, I've successfully solved this question, we have found the value of x, which is a solution to this question. Please kindly like, follow, subscribe, and share. It was nice having you here. See you in my next video. Bye.